Thank you for tuning into our podcast. We are coming to you from Chicopee, Massachusetts. I am your host, Carrie, and joining us is Holyoke's very own local historian and the creator of the historical tours of Greater Holyoke, Robert Camus. He offers both public and private tours, as well as presentations of the local canal systems, reservoirs, cemeteries, and churches, as well as various parks and streets in Holyoke, South Hadley, and Chicopee, Mass. Now, you actually lead these tours and give these presentations yourself, is that correct?
Yes, and as an example like this, a lot of people go there anyways.
And today he'll be educating us on the Dinosaur Footprints Reservation. So tell us about what a person will find in the Dinosaur Footprints Reservation of Holyoke.
This is a great place to go explore on your own. A lot of people do it because you get to see all the ancient dinosaur footprints right in the shale and the slate. And they are a wonder to look at. It's actually a fairly large area that's part of the park. The part along the river is about 2 football fields long. The whole of it is about 8 football fields, 8 acres. And you walk down from a put-in off of Route 5. The put-in's just for cars parking there. So they really set up nice for you. And people go there to learn sure about some dinosaurs. And there's a sign up top to tell you. And the best time to go, of course, is April to approximately November or so before it gets cold. In April and May, watch out for floods because the Connecticut River can get very high at times. But people go there to look at the different footprints of the dinosaurs, count how many they can see, measure them, just take photographs and enjoy them. They bring their children a lot, and children appreciate it the most because it's very rare you get to see a dinosaur footprint somewhere. And there's lots of them there. In fact, there's lots around Holyoke. Now, this is owned by trustees of Reservation. I'm going to tell you about them. And I'm going to tell you about some dinosaurs in Massachusetts and the Holyoke area where there were a lot of dinosaurs around. And I'm going to also explain along the way what should be done about this area to be more programs. I'll explain that along the way. But I hope the best thing of all is just go there yourself. There's nothing they possibly beat you by doing it.
And what is Trustees of Reservations?
Right, the Trustees of Reservation is an old group that they own this land, and they own other land around Massachusetts. They own another piece of land even in Holyoke. They own the land of Providence, which is owned by Sister of Providence, and that's in the far south of Holyoke. But farther north of Holyoke, they own the Dinosaur Footprints Reservation, and they maintain it, and they make sure that parking space is very nice for people. And it somehow works out. But the Trustees of Reservation is a private group in Massachusetts that has been buying up park-like or reservation-like lands in order to have them kept for people to enjoy. And they've been doing, I think they started the year 1902. They started by a group from Harvard University that was putting together some land in the Boston area. And then they branched out throughout Massachusetts. So I would say they had about 30 to 40 properties around the area, Massachusetts. A lot of them are around the Boston area, up towards Lowell and Lawrence, and also some scattered ones around Western Massachusetts, including 2 very close ones in Holyoke. And this group, they get their own money because they're private. They get their own money, and from that money, they take care of their properties. And of course, they would love to have donations, but they have been around so long that they have a lot of money in their coffers. And knowing that, they know that they can maintain what they need to maintain at a very high level. And of all the lands I've been to that they own, I've always noticed they keep everything in great shape.
So, quickly, before we continue with the rest of our interview, just to fill our listeners in, if you want to find out more information or sign up for any of his various tours, you can check out his website at holyokecanaltour.org. And there he has both videos of the various stops along each tour, and also past and present photos of the historical sites throughout as well. And if you're interested in setting up a private tour, you can email him directly at bobcat4214 capital B at yahoo.com. and they are perfect for fun and educational outdoor activities for the whole family or for your group parties, especially those special occasions and get-togethers. And they are also good for getting outdoors for the day. So getting back to our interview, what types of dinosaurs roamed the Connecticut River Valley?
Well, there were a lot, and the first evidence of a dinosaur existing in the Western Hemisphere was found in South Hadley. Can you believe it? Where they found footprints. Now that was about 200 years ago, about the year 1812, I believe. And prints have also been found other places around the Connecticut River Valley, including Granby and Holyoke. So there have been dinosaurs around. Now, you're not going to believe this, Massachusetts has a state dinosaur. It's called Podokesaurus holocanensis. It's named after Holyoke. All right. So this dinosaur was probably the state dinosaur only for 5 years, but it's known for a long time that this creature has been found around the area. The first fossils of this dinosaur, were found along Mount Holyoke in Massachusetts. So in reality, Podokesaurus holocanensis is named after Mount Holyoke, which is in South Hadley and Hadley, not after Holyoke. But Holyoke still has footprints around. So if you want to call it a dinosaur from Holyoke, that's fine. Now, the other types of dinosaurs that were around, well, you look at the bones and you look at the footprints that were found, most of them are either small to a medium size, and there was no really big ones. You got to remember that the weather climate 100 million years ago was quite humid around this valley. And the valley was still here, so the Connecticut River was most likely still here. Now, the types of dinosaurs, if you really want to see the types, go to the Amherst College Museum. And there's a museum there that has fossils and information about all the dinosaur types. And spend a day there with a young person, and they'll adore it and you'll adore it. And you'll learn a lot about the old geology of this area and about the old life forms 100 million years ago.
And what types of programs should be developed here?
All right, so this place, the Dinosaur Footprints Reservation, is well maintained by the trustees of the reservation. They do have some youth programs in the summer where they go down there at set times and they explain to young people what kind of dinosaurs you're looking at, how fast the dinosaur might have been running at the time the footprints were left, why footprints are even left. You have to have wet soil that dries quickly, and it has to be pretty much inside of very fine particle soil, like a shale or a slate would form inside of. And if you have these requirements, this will happen. So people got to know that. More signs down there would be great too. There's one big sign up top. More literature, more expansive web page for each of the sites would be wonderful. And people, more information you feed people about what they're looking at, the much more apt to enjoy what they're looking at, especially when there's children around. But I also have adult programs there. So instead of just a young person program, have a person that would appreciate more specific information and be able to analyze the scene very well. Thank you very much.
And thank you, Robert, for educating us on your tours. And we want to thank our listeners for tuning in. You can also tune into a large selection of other podcasts and much more on his website. Again, that's holyokenowtour.org. And again, you can email him directly for private tours or to inquire about anything else at bobcat4214, capital B, at yahoo.com.